This is part 3 of Task Force Butler's What is Fascism guide. TFB is America's first and only explicitly anti-fascist veterans organization. In this educational series, we're explaining the 4 pillars of fascist ideology: power, control, loyalty, and grievance. In today's video, we'll talk about the fascist obsession with control. Fascist leaders may use the tools of democracy to secure power, but once in position, they will use extraordinary levels of violence to quash opposition, or even divergent thought in their quest to maintain absolute control. The fascist leader cannot allow threats to their political power to persist, regardless of how big or how small. Their position needs to be absolute and without question. One of the fascist leaders' first moves upon taking power will be to purge political rivals, whether they are in different parties or their own. A dictatorship will replace the democracy that they have used to gain power. After Mussolini declared himself dictator of Italy, the Italian parliament made suspicion of being an anti-fascist punishable by imprisonment without a trial. Shortly after Francisco Franco consolidated power, he dissolved all other political parties in Spain, leaving only his own party. Mustache Man in Germany purged his political rivals after seizing power in 1933 by utilizing the Reichstag fire decree to imprison anyone considered to be opponents of the Yahtzee party. And he suppressed publications not considered friendly to the Yahtzee cause. This worked to establish Germany as a one-party state, as any opposition to Yahtzee rule became explicitly illegal. Anti-intellectualism emerges as a locus of control because academics can present countervailing thought, and the academic tradition encourages inquiry, dissent, intellectualism, and fascists believe that should only exist if it benefits the fascist state. Any idea or concept that is in opposition or could be in opposition to a fascist leader and his ideology must be silenced. Propaganda and falsehoods are then presented as truth as the ideology of the fascist state becomes more and more accepted. Fascists need to operate in a society where individualist thought is squelched and the fascist version of truth cannot be questioned. Book burnings, faculty purges, library closures, and the elimination of a free press becomes the status quo. Among the most well-known instances of fascist anti-intellectualism are the Yahtzee Germany book burnings, where texts regarded as Jewish, as communist, socialist, anarchist, liberal, pacifist, or sexual in nature are publicly destroyed. An independent media presents a clear threat to a fascist leader. Journalists, if not controlled by the state, can present the failures of the fascist leader or shortcomings of their ideology to the public. Propaganda wrapped in the veneer of journalism will exist in a fascist state, propped up in a heavily regulated structure and unquestionably supportive of their leader. It is crucial for fascist leaders to silence all non-supportive and critical thoughts before their power can be challenged. Intellectuals, the free media, and political rivals all pose a threat to the fascist leader by allowing different ideas and viewpoints that may challenge the state's ideology. Only media, political ideas, and individuals that are unwaveringly supportive of the fascist leader will be allowed to live within the country of a fascist. This concludes part 3 of Task Force Butler's What is Fascism guide. If you missed the first 2, please subscribe to our channel and go check those out. We've got a few more episodes coming out, and we really appreciate you for following along. If you think that this guide was helpful to you, please share it with people that you know. If you think that someone is falling into this ideology and maybe they aren't recognizing it right now, this educational video might help them wake up. So give it a try, share it with others, and let us know if you think we're breaking through.